Jai Hind everyone. I am your SST teacher and I welcome to all of you in my class. Students, today I am going to explain chapter 3 of history, the Sultanate period. In this chapter we will learn introduction, slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. About everything we will read in this chapter. Students, by the 10th century, the Turks began invading India, bringing Islam to India. The Ghaznavis, a dynasty from eastern Afghanistan, began a series of raids in northwestern India. At the end of the 10th century, Mahmud of Ghazni, the most notable ruler of this dynasty, raided as far as present-day Uttar Pradesh. Mahmud did not attempt to rule India except the Punjab area, which he annexed before his death on 1030. बच्चों, 10वीं शताब्दी के प्रारंभ में तुर्कों ने भारत में आक्रमण किया, जिसमें कि महमूद गजनवी प्रमुख था। उसने भारत पर कई बार आक्रमण किया, लगातार कई आक्रमणों की सीरीज थी उसके, और उसका भारत में आक्रमण करने का उद्देश्य यहाँ पर किसी राज्य की स्थापना नहीं थी, वरन वह यहाँ पर केवल लूट मार करने के लिए आया था। इन 1175, one of successors of Mahmud's empire, Mahmud of Ghor, began his conquest of northern India. महमूद गजनवी के बाद उसका उत्तराधिकारी मोहम्मद गोरी हुआ, जिसने भी भारत पर आक्रमण किया. And after the defeat of Prithviraj Chauhan, Jayachand, who held Ghor, was expecting a reward from Gori. Instead, Ghor got the control of the territory extending right from Afghanistan to the Ganga Yamuna Doab up to Varanasi. Muhammad Ghor was murdered in AD 1206. After this, the Indian positions came under control of one of his general, कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक. बच्चों, महमूद गजनवी के बाद मोहम्मद गोरी ने पृथ्वीराज चौहान को हराकर भारत पर अपना शासन किया और 1206 में उसकी डेथ हो गई. तो उसकी मृत्यु के बाद उसका ही एक जनरल या गुलाम दिल्ली की गद्दी पर बैठा. स्लेव डायनेस्टी. Students, now we will read about slave dynasty. Qutbuddin is known as the founder of the slave dynasty. Students, now we will read about Iltutmish. Qutbuddin was succeeded by Iltutmish. He made Delhi his capital. His reign is marked by his efforts in securing his throne from rivals and attacks by Genghis Khan and the Mongol hordes. Iltutmish organized his government and made several reforms. First was Turke, Chelgani or Chalisa. Secondly, he divided his empire into numerous small pieces of land called iktas. Thirdly, he introduced the silver coins called taka and copper coins called jital. Clear, bachcho? Students, now we will read about next ruler of slave dynasty. Iltutmish chose his daughter Rajia as his successor instead of his son in view of her ability to become a ruler. She ruled for a short period, and after her a number of less important sultans came to the throne. बच्चों, इल्तुतमिश के बाद उसकी योग्य पुत्री रजिया ने दिल्ली पर शासन किया. उसके बाद बहुत सारे सुल्तान दिल्ली की सल्तनत पर आसीन हुए, परंतु वे बहुत ज़्यादा योग्य नहीं थे. Students, now we will read about Ghayasuddin Balban. He was another important ruler of the slave dynasty. He was known for his strong policies to consolidate his position as the king. Balban defended his kingdom from the Mongol invasions and from internal rebellions. He broke the power of Turkish nobility that had become more powerful than the Sultan. He deprived his concept of kingship from Persia. He called himself a shadow of God on earth and next only to the prophet. तो बच्चों, गयासुद्दीन बलबन एक स्ट्रिक्ट राजा था. उसने अपने को भगवान के बाद खुदा माना था और लोगों को भी ये अनिवार्य रूप से करना पड़ता था. जब वो आता था तो उसके सामने घुटने पे उसके माथा टेकना पड़ता था, उसे प्रणाम करना पड़ता था घुटनों के बल झुककर, जो कि इस्लाम के विरुद्ध था. परंतु राजा के डर के कारण प्रजा को ऐसा मानना पड़ता था. खिलजी डायनेस्टी. Students, now we will read about Khilji dynasty. After the slave sultans, the Khiljis came to the throne. The first sultan of this dynasty was Jalaluddin Khilji. He came to throne in AD 1290 at the age of 70, but was murdered and succeeded by his ambitious nephew Alauddin Khilji in AD 1296. बच्चों, 1290 ईस्वी में जलालुद्दीन फिरोज खिलजी ने भारत में खिलजी वंश की स्थापना की. गुलाम वंश के अंतिम शासक कैकुबाद की 1290 ईस्वी में हत्या करके वह दिल्ली की गद्दी पर बैठा. 6 वर्ष बाद 1296 में अलाउद्दीन खिलजी ने जलालुद्दीन की हत्या कर दी और स्वयं सुल्तान बन बैठा. Students, now we will read about Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji wanted to become a world conqueror and called himself the second Alexander. First, he followed the policy of defense from the Mongol invasion. Then, Mongols had already invaded the Sultanate 6 times. He followed the policy of Balban in tackling the Mongol. He attacked Chittor. One of the objectives of Alauddin Khilji in attacking Chittor was to acquire Padmini, the beautiful queen of Rana Ratan Singh. After conquering North India, he sent his army under the command of Malik Kafur to conquer South India. Alauddin followed the policy of consolidation. He took various measures for the prevention of rebellions and therefore restricted relation among the nobles and officers. Alauddin Khilji began the market control system. For this purpose, he fixed the price of various commodities, established separate markets for specific commodities under the charge of a controller of market. He prescribed strict punishment for those who violated the rules and indulging in cheating. बच्चों, अलाउद्दीन खिलजी एक योग्य शासक था. उसने मलिक काफूर अपने सेनापति की सहायता से दक्षिण भारत के देवगिरी, वारंगल आदि राज्यों पर विजय प्राप्त की. अलाउद्दीन ने अपनी बाजार व्यवस्था के लिए इतिहास में प्रसिद्ध है, जिसमें कि उसने सभी वस्तुओं के लिए अलग अलग बाजार बनाए थे और सबका रेट फिक्स कर दिया था, जिससे कि काला बाजारी ना हो सके. और इसके अतिरिक्त जो भी चीटिंग में या काला बाजारी करते हुए पकड़ा जाता था, उसके लिए स्ट्रिक्ट पनिशमेंट का उसने अरेंजमेंट किया था और इसी कारण वो अपनी इस व्यवस्था के लिए इतिहास में प्रसिद्ध है. Alauddin died in AD 1316. After his death, the Khilji dynasty could not survive as the Tughlaqs organized a revolt and captured the throne. Okay, clear, students?